Don't let your thoughts control you. Thoughts are going to come and go over and over and over again. We're constantly thinking, and we can't help the things that we think about. We can't help the emotional response that we have to things as we see them, as we navigate through our day, every single day. There's always so much you're going to see and digest and take in, and browsing on your phone, going through social media. We're absorbing information so fast, so fast. There's so much coming in, and there's so many emotional responses to those things. So many thoughts that are going to start going through as you're seeing all of this. Not to mention your own life, everything you're going to be thinking about with your own life. Don't let those thoughts control you. We all have, very wild thoughts. We have huge imaginations. I think of crazy stuff all the time. Complete irrational situations. Things that I will play out in my head and go through the whole scenario as to what would I do if this happened and how would I react to this, and then think of every exit plan to it. We all do that. We're all going to think about things, but don't let those thoughts control you. Don't let those emotions control you. These are temporary things that are going to come and go throughout your entire day. Don't let them run your life. We can't help but think about them, but we can help how we process them. We can let those pass. Give it time. If it comes in, if you have an emotional reaction or a response to that, give it time. Let it pass through you. Do something to get that energy out. A lot of us like to run to social media and we'll post about our emotional reactions. A lot of us, that's the first thing you think to do. You have an emotional reaction to something, before you've allowed yourself to process and digest that, it's immediately going out there. We're posting about it. We're commenting. We're getting into online battles with people, trying to push our opinion and our values based on an emotional reaction. Let those things pass through you. Let them pass. They will pass. Once you put it out there, you're attaching to it, and now it's stuck. It's stuck, and you're waiting for something to resolve that, or you're going to sit there and be pissed off about it for the rest of your day. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. That's your valuable energy, your valuable time being wasted on something that's a temporary thing. We all know damn well, if you go on social media trying to push your opinion or your feeling towards something, you're not going out there and changing the world. If you're acting off of emotion and you're arguing with people and trying to win the comment war, none of that does anything to benefit your day. Because that person on the other side, or those group of people that are on the other side, everyone's just trying to get the one up, trying to make the most snarkiest comment, make the one that can shut whoever up the first or feel like they've won the battle. It's a complete stranger, someone you're never going to interact with again for the rest of your life. And all this time and energy and thought that you're putting into that all started because you acted immediately off of that emotional trigger. You let that thought control you, and now it's impacting your day. Maybe you take that into your day later. Now you're stressed out at work. Work's a little bit harder because you're taking that on, and now you're going back and checking your phone periodically while you're trying to work. You take it home to your family, your significant other, your kids, and it just starts to spiral effect. It just dominoes down. Don't let your thoughts control you. We are all going to have thoughts, some great, some not so great, some terrible. We're going to have emotional reactions to things as they happen around us. That's life. That is this thing called life that we all go through and we all experience. But if you let that stuff control your every move, you're focusing on the wrong thing. Because those are things that are out of our control. We can't control our thoughts and our emotions. We can't tell ourselves how we're going to feel. We can't tell ourselves how we're going to think. Those things just come in and we process that information as it becomes available. That's that 10% of life. Life happens. Things around you happen. Things internally happen. Things happen, but that 90% piece, that piece that we need to focus on, how do we react to it? How do we process it? How do we handle it? How do we come out of it? That's the stuff that we need to be focusing on. The 10% is the thought that crossed your mind. The 10% is the emotion that got triggered because of that thought that crossed your mind. or something you read online that hit something for you. That's all that 10%. That's just life coming at you. That 90% piece, though, that's where we need to focus. If you put all your energy into that 10%, you're wasting it. Let it pass. Let it pass. It will. Emotions and thoughts are temporary. They are. We have to reprogram and rewire the way that we think. Healthy minds, healthy thoughts, healthy emotions. We're never going to stop having a negative response to something or a very intense emotion to something that disturbs us or bothers us. These things are always going to be there, but we need to process them in a way that we don't let it control us and run our day. So when those thoughts come in and those emotions come in, and you want to immediately express it, either by social media or reaching out to a friend or a relative, and you feel like at the drop of a hat, you just need to get it out there, try to take it down for a minute. Process that yourself internally. See if it passes. And if it does, let it pass. Carry on and just let it pass. Because the more that we hang on to those things, the more that we continue to let those things control us, it starts changing our character. That's what we do. That becomes the norm. That becomes the normal thing for us. We immediately just want to put it out there. And we're looking for someone else to fix it for us. Look inside. Look inside. Give it a chance to pass. You'd be surprised how often those things will pass through you.